Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today is race day and or was race day. It's hard to say because this is being recorded in advance and it's possible that I'm actually still running my run. And on the other hand, if I did really well, then I might be finishing up my run right now. A lot of it's going to depend on how my toe has healed up, but by this point in time, I guess it's safe to say that I arrived back from a secret location where I was able to soak in a natural hot spring, and also I was able to train in colder temperatures at higher elevation. That way I could continue to, challenge myself, but without adding too many extreme variables. And so right now, what you're seeing is a multitasking effort, much like I've explained before when I am recording something as I, for an example, soak my foot, hoping to overcome that injury. And I'm multitasking because I want to share the good news. The good news is, we're part of a system where we can accept positivity, peace, love. And then there's another entity that comes to kill, steal, and destroy. And many of us have resources that, we could go without, but we penalize ourselves. We act guilty in terms of doing something that we know we're supposed to be doing. But maybe oftentimes for many of us, we're just a bit captive and we're not able to do it as freely in terms of monetary ways. And there are some things that happen in my life that confirm over and over that I'm on the right path. Speaking of being on the right path, there are several checklists that I had to go over in order to make today a successful day. And on one of my checklists, I had sunglasses listed because on some of the days when I've been out running, my eyes were in jeopardy of being pelted by debris because it was windy. And with the somewhat interesting wind speeds that have been happening here, every so often, maybe it would be nice to have a pair of sunglasses to wear when going on an extremely long run on a scheduled run day. And so on my list is a thought, because I have prescription sunglasses and I might not necessarily want to wear those type of glasses on a run. I don't hardly need a prescription, but I don't hardly need a $300 prescription glasses replacement fee because I can barely maintain the monetary constraints that I had going on around me prior to this run. And so all of these things are going on, but it's still on my list. It's one of those, if you don't voice your desires, you may never receive your desires, your wants. And so I just have it on a list, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. And so today, to participate in a Thanksgiving Day run, not necessarily celebrating Thanksgiving in the traditional way, but, participating and enjoying it for what it is, an opportunity to experience joy with one another. And so I'm picking up my packet for the they call it the Turkey Trot, and that comes with a shirt. Finishers get a medal, and all kinds of things are happening. But the point is, to participate in this, you also have to pick up a packet, and the packet has what's called a bib. It's the number that you put on the front of your shirt. Those bibs all have an electronic device in them that allows you to be checked in and at the start and at the finish of the race. And so all of this is going on. I'm going to pick up my packet. There happens to be a very targeted, unique discount on something that a podiatrist had recommended to me. And all of this is happening in a way where I'm placed in a store that happens to have not only all of these possibilities available to me, but as I walk through the line to pick up my bib and the shirt, all these things that were already paid for, in addition to that, a local restaurant had offers at the end of the line, including sunglasses. So at no cost. It says the restaurant's name on the side of the sunglasses, so you might get to see those sunglasses in some of these videos at some point. But the cool thing is that it was like it was a sign, assigned even. I'll use the word assigned because on this channel, sometimes I'll talk about teachers and students, and sometimes the students will just keep chattering in the background without really hearing what's being said. And they'll continue to need either medication to calm down the anxiety or a way to actually hear something that's true. Once they hear something that's true or that's captivating, then they'll hold their attention and they won't talk. Have you ever seen toddlers watching cartoons or puppet shows and how enraptured they are with the show? They can't turn away from it. Even if a noise happened elsewhere, unless it was particularly disturbing, they might not even hear the noise because they're so focused on what they're focused on. Well, that's what's going on here. I'm focused on all the people that I'm watching on this platform. I'm so focused and that I'm trying to learn from these masters, these teachers. And as I'm participating, I'm sharing the knowledge that I have, which is just a fraction of the knowledge that we all have collectively. In my experience on this journey, if we wish each other well, there's no limit to what we can accomplish. As I said at the beginning of this video, I may still be running right now. It may be extremely painful because every day so far it's been pain, and paying. And sometimes I just run thinking, I need to accept this. This is just what I've been dealt. Kind of like David Goggins' attitude, you know? Who's going to pick up the boats, you know? It's going to take teamwork. Not just one person is going to be able to do everything at all times. We're going to need more than one participant to pick up all the garbage that's all over the earth right now that we are putting down. In fact, as I'm running this marathon, I'm sure I'm capturing the footage to showcase one-time use and talk about it and say, I enjoy it and we need to find a better way. That's just how I think. And at the same time, I'm participating in the same exact marketplace as all of you. And so trying to learn from you guys, I'm telling you, I've had the most unusual health difficulties for the longest time. And I've asked friends and family to help pray for one another. Not necessarily for me. I deserve all the things that I have going on and then some. To pay my price, I have to do my work. And so I'm doing the work, I'm persevering, I'm working through the pain, and I'm taking a break to tell you something while I'm multitasking in a way that hopefully helps to share some good news that you can actually tune into, enjoy, laser focus on, and then decide if you want to comment with something that doesn't inspire much hope, or do something different with your day. It's just a thought. If this year was anything like the past, I don't think that I saw much of my family during the holidays. It's hard enough seeing friends and having this very discussion without somebody becoming anxious to the point of wanting to lash out. and direct energy towards people in what I can only observe as being judgment. I can see a lot of good and a lot of bad. What I acknowledge and want to reinforce is from the point of view that I come across as speaking. And we can all see that. So I'm wishing you guys all the luck. You guys, all the energy, all the love. And I hope to God that at some point in time, during this journey, I can get past that last blockage and just make it those steps that I need to make, back to back to back. I've put in the practice. I know how to walk, I can walk backwards again. My strength is up. My ability to focus is light years different from what it was in the past. And in the past, where everything was buried, it continues to be forged over with poison, replaced with desolation, waste. I wrote a song called Storm Shadow. I'll probably point to it at the end of this video. And I hope you listen to it and just tell me if you can understand the lyrics. If you can, great. If not, you can ask me why I recorded it wherever I recorded it, why I was in the bathtub, pretending you didn't hear the answer. And that's fine. We can all do what we need to do. But in this point of humanity, at this point, in my mind, looking at the horizon every day, seeing how disturbingly challenging it is for all of us, I sure hate running among these circumstances where I'm also wanting to express joy. And I just want to call out, especially since there was recently a changeover in the handlers of this event, that maybe next year we can be the city that absolutely shines a light on how to do something better. And hopefully it's on the positive side of things, not, I can give a better insult, or I can, run a better mile, None of what I'm saying as far as my meager accomplishments are boastful. It's taken a lot of work to be able to do what used to be able to possibly come naturally to me as a child, especially if I had known the difference and started with different nutrition as I was growing up. Had only my parents acknowledged and accepted that, we could have discussions where I'm not constantly questioned about whether impossible food is better than real food. When we think with absolute purity and clarity, we can understand there are just some things that are wasteful and some that are less wasteful. And collectively, if we continue to make the more wasteful decisions, every one of these holidays that has come and gone will continue to be, for me anyway, in my household, without friends or family. So those are my thoughts on this holiday season. If you tried to reach out and contact me for some reason after this event, if I make it, I'll turn my device back on and hopefully answer some of the questions that are out here. Looking forward to the formerly heart-raising comments, which were intentional in that manner, and then seeing the responses and understanding, it's like, is it better to tell the truth or not? I made a video about that also. But again, what I'm going to link to at the end of this one is about a song I wrote that talks about this whole topic, where some of us might have already forgotten what we're talking about, and then others will recognize everything that was said is relevant to the student. And I too am a student. Thank you so much, teachers, for sharing everything that you've shared in these ways. And hopefully I have not let you down, and I will have completed my first ever marathon. And it just seems pretty cool. It's like, if I can do that, why can't I write a hit song? Till next time, peace, love, and all that old school stuff.